Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And you know, from time to time I get an email from someone or a comment made below one of my videos saying, hey buddy, you're in Australia, what the heck are you doing talking about South Africa? You don't know what you're talking about. Well, let me assure you, I probably know a heck of a lot more than the person writing that comment or sending the email, because I am in contact with so many people in South Africa with first-hand reports, and you just have to go through my videos and that becomes self-evident. And one of the things that I've been talking about in recent days is how David Mabuza is positioning himself to take over from Ramaphosa. Now, Ramaphosa is a bad apple, we know that. You know, he lies, he doesn't tell, he speaks with a forked tongue, but compared to David Mabuza, he is an angel. David Mabuza is a fellow who is so corrupt, he actually had hitmen who took out his political opponents years ago. And now what's coming to light is some of the allegations against him. And of course, because he's a senior ANC figure, nothing will probably happen about them. But let me give you a bit of the background to the man who would be king, David Mabuza, with Ace Magashula probably going to be the vice president of South Africa if Mabuza gets in. That's how crazy the gangster state has become. Deputy President David Mabuza's former messenger, Jan Fenton, has denied that he laid criminal charges against him to settle personal and political scores at the behest of other people. Insisting that he was not a hired gun out to discredit and destroy Mabuza, Fenton told independent media on Friday that he laid charges against the former Mpumalanga premier of corruption, bribery, and money laundering in May 2018 because he wanted the truth about his former boss to be known. He accused Mabuza of having paid him 2.5 million rand in monthly tranches of between 40,000 rand and 100,000 rand to do his dirty work, lie under oath against ANC veteran Matthews Forza, and move money and guns around for years until their falling out last year. Fenton said he approached the Directorate for Priority Crime Investigations, or Hawks, 2 years ago to hand himself over, not to cut a deal, for his alleged criminal activities with Mabuza, because he wanted to repent and be forgiven by God. Fenton said, Mabuza asked me to say I saw Forza draft a spy report against him, and I lied about it when he asked me to. But I'm not innocent. Not at all. I am as guilty as Mabuza. That's why I drive to the Hawks. I thought it was much safer for me being in jail than being outside there. Well, with David Mabuza, you certainly are. And on this particular point, guys, I raised the comment about people saying, what the heck are you doing talking about South Africa when you're in Australia? Well, let me just open up your eyes a bit here. If any one of the other YouTubers who comment on current affairs in South Africa, who live in South Africa, was to take the line I am in this particular video and other videos that I've run, I would be at serious risk. I'm talking about life and limb. There would be a hit job out for me. So because I'm outside the country, I've got basically a measure of protection, and I've got a very, very secret location. No one can find me. No one can find me. That's why I'm very confident in telling the world just how corrupt this ANC government is. They can't get to me. Anyway, continuing. Fenton said, in the past, on many occasions, I dropped off bags of money. I don't know how many times. There were guns inside. I don't know how many times I might have been the reason for someone being killed. There you go. This is David Mabuza, his hitman. The Hawks confirmed on Sunday that they were investigating a case of corruption and money laundering, but declined to reveal the main suspect. Well, nothing will happen because the ANC run the Hawks. Spokesperson Colonel Katlego Mogali said, the Directorate for Priority crime investigations can confirm that a case of corruption and money laundering has been opened at the South African Police Service in Nelspruit, which emanated from an inquiry which has already been investigated by the DPCI. The investigation is continuing at this stage, and it could be premature of the DPCI to divulge who is implicated in the case as such. However, in his progress report sent to Fenton on December the 19th, Hawks investigator Colonel Herbie Heap said via a text message seen by independent media this week, 1. Your matter has been received back from the NPA. 2. It has been requested that further statements be obtained. 3. Further financial analysis must also be conducted. 4. The matter has been registered in Nelspruit as CAS space 250/12/2019. I'll just repeat that if you want to go and check up the case number. This is in Nelspruit, CAS 250/12/2019. Point 5. Kindly note that as it is the festive season and possible witnesses are not available, your next progress report will be in mid-January 2020. Mabuza's spokesperson, Tamasanga Ngwenya, said that the matter had already been aired in open court, where Fenton's credibility and evidence were tested and brought into serious question. He said, therefore, making the same allegations in 2020 is not only absurd but delusional. It is unimaginable as to why anyone would want to rehash these old matters, except it is the intention to besmirch the name, character and societal standing of Deputy President David Mabuza. Yeah, the lead gangster in the ANC. Any questions on Hawks' investigations must be directed to them or the Minister of Police, he said, who are in the ANC camp. Isn't that just absolutely... This came as Mabuza ruffled feathers ahead of the ANC's January the 8th celebrations in Kimberley last week when he accused Public Enterprises Minister Pravin Gordhan and Eskom board chairperson Jabu Mabuza of having misled President Cyril Ramaphosa about the state of the power utility and the potential for further load shedding. Jabu Mabuza resigned on Friday as organisations such as COSATU, the National Education, Health and Allied Workers Union, or NEHAWU, and EFF called on Gordhan to resign or be fired. Ramaphosa's spokesperson, Kusela Diko, hit back at Mabuza, saying no one had misled the president. Ramaphosa also pulled out his presidential golf challenge on Thursday as the Eskom crisis overshadowed the ANC's annual gathering, citing fatigue. ANC Treasurer Paul Mashatile denied that Mabuza's utterances signalled widespread divisions within the governing party's top leadership, amid rumours that Ramaphosa's rivals planned to topple him at the party's National General Council meeting in June. Fenton, a self-confessed crook and liar who previously admitted to being paid by Mabuza to fabricate stories about Fosa, opened criminal charges against the deputy president in Nelspruit in Mpumalanga in May 2018. Mabuza and Fosa are bitter rivals in the provincial ANC. Fenton is also Fosa's former butler, who was fired following a bitter falling out. Testifying for Mabuza in the defamation case against Fosa at North Gauteng High Court in June 2015, Fenton said under oath that the former ANC treasurer was behind a dossier which labelled Mabuza a former apartheid spy. However, he later confirmed it was a lie and blamed Mabuza for it. He publicly withdrew his claims against Fosa and said that they had made peace. In an interview in Midrand this week, Fenton insisted that the public should believe him and this time around because he had overwhelming evidence against Mabuza. He denied claims that he was being used to settle political scores against the deputy president. He said, "All I want is the truth. I don't want lies from anyone. I want Mabuza to tell the truth. Why did Mabuza phone me on record on my phone a month and a half ago? He spoke to me for 18 minutes, tried to convince me, promised me a house, a car and money to withdraw the case against him. If you are not guilty, will you promise a person all this? He said as friends, "I would buy you anything you want, just withdraw the charges." He confirmed that he had worked for Mabuza against Forza, but denied that he had switched allegiances. "I'm not working for anybody to discredit Mabuza. All I want myself vindicated, because remember in the tabloids how many times he said I was a liar. I want the truth to come out so that I am vindicated, so that people know that Jan Fenton made a mistake, because I did. I was the one that I said I lied," Fenton added. Political analyst Xolani Dubi of the Uxebera Institute said that while Fenton's allegations would harm Mabuza's image and political career further, he was a dead living deputy president because the Ramaphosa faction did not trust him, while the Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma faction said he was betrayed at Nasrec and also wanted nothing to do with him. Whatever he is going to try, I don't think it would work, because his real crime is a mistake that he made in Nasrec. His days are numbered in the ANC. The only thing he can do is use Eskom to hoodwink the public, to endear himself to the factions that are uniting against him. His statement about Eskom misleading Ramaphosa was just political preservation by attacking those who are aligned to the president. So there you go, guys. It's all kind of just unraveling at the top of the ANC, but it's such a corrupt organization. It is just crazy. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, stay safe.